Today we have Priti Malik and Jeftin James, guys. What's up, guys?
This is the thing. What's happening?
How are you guys? What's happening?
Yeah.
Fresh.
I don't know about fresh.
I just woke up. Priti's been up since 4:30. So
I'm ready to go to sleep.
Is that a thing where you come back from work and you're just still sleeping?
No, he's just like full of energy
Yeah.
when I come home, and I've expelled all my energy.
But you know what? You got a point. It used to be that way
Yes.
until we got a dog. So now
Yes,
I
true.
have to wake up at like
Oh, poor
Early in the
guy.
morning.
Oh, you're a
5:36.
daddy, man. That's
Yeah.
why.
Yeah,
Daddy.
yeah. He's a dog
You got
dad.
responsibilities now.
But you know how they say like pets take on your owner's personalities?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because so our dog is not one of those like wake you up at 5 a.m. dogs. He's
Can we
like,
call him Duke?
Yeah, Duke.
Yeah, can we
Duke.
just do that?
Yeah,
Because
sure.
I'm not
Duke.
comfortable.
Yeah,
saying
sure,
Duke.
sure. So Duke will sleep until like 9, and he's fine. So
Wow.
he's
Wow.
lazy like his dad.
That's right.
You've trained him that way, right?
Yes.
Just took
Yeah.
over.
Yes.
When she was at work, I used to train him. When he used to wake up, I used to put him back to sleep.
Was that for you as well? Like you basically like he's mimicking you, right?
Yeah, basically.
He
basically.
eats all the time, sleeps all the time, plays all the time.
A happy life.
So I've got a dog as well. It was his birthday yesterday.
Happy birthday!
Yeah, his
Oh,
name
yes.
is, yes, his name is Thanos.
Thanos. Okay,
Yeah.
how was the birthday party?
It was amazing. It was at the pet shop. Yeah, it was at the pet shop in
Yeah.
DIP.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's
if
huge.
you have a pet, you need to go there.
Yeah,
like,
it's
Oh
huge.
shit! I wanted to
really
get
sick.
my pet, but
You
I
were
want to get.
invited.
Okay, my dog's name is Sundari.
Oh my god! What kind of dogs do you guys have?
Shih Tzu.
A Shih Tzu and
Shih
a-
Tzu, Shih Tzu.
Oh, you both
Yeah.
have Shih
Shih
Tzus.
Tzu,
Okay.
yeah,
Oh, so cute.
Yeah, I got it when I was in 11th grade, and we actually named her Fendi. Okay, that's my sister. She kept her name Fendi. So my dad was like, "Nahi, let's call her Sundari."
Huh.
So it became Sundari after that. Everybody just randomly started calling her Sundari. My
Aw.
sister's like, my sister really loves McDonald's
Yeah.
and Sundari. So I like Maksundu and all. She started calling like
I
random
mean,
names, you know?
but
Like,
you know, let's be real. Like our dog's name is Duke, but how many times do we actually call him Duke?
Yeah.
Like there's so many names in between.
In our house, it's Papudu, Papudi.
Same.
But Shih Tzus are very close to Priti because she used to be terrified of dogs.
Yes.
yeah.
Whoa.
And-
Yeah.
Yeah, and the breed that actually got her fear away was a Shih Tzu.
Well, hypnotherapy
Wow.
and then Shih Tzu.
Whoa,
Wow.
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Does that
Can
really
we know a
work,
bit about
hypnotherapy?
that? Like,
Yeah.
whoa.
So I always loved dogs, like growing up, but I had a few incidents growing up with dogs that made me like terrified of them. I was chased a few times, jumped at a few times, etc.
So like a trauma, right? Like,
Yeah, so like I always, and this kind of then transferred to like all animals. So I grew up in New York City, and we really don't have like a lot of, unless you have friends who have animals, you're not really interacting with a lot of
Yeah.
them, right? If that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah.
So like there are no cats
So
on
it's
the
like sort of
streets.
like you're living in Sharjah, right? Like,
I don't know what that means, but sure, I'll roll with it.
yeah, like I used to stay in Sharjah, and like no one around me had any pets.
Right,
Like
right.
there was
Yeah.
him in Jamal Abdul Nasir Street, and I'm in Rola.
Okay.
So I don't know anyone in the middle who
Who
has a
has
dog.
who has a
Over
dog.
here, my building itself has like 10 dogs.
Now everybody has a pet.
Now a
Yeah.
lot of people
Yeah.
have dogs.
Huh?
In Sharjah?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know, like at least for me, it's like sounds like Sharjah, you know.
I used to-
Yeah, no, a lot of people have pets, but everyone kind of keeps to themselves, and if you don't have a direct interaction, then you don't.
Yeah.
They would
Yeah.
come to the park sometimes, but I had a few incidents, so I'd like stay away if I saw a dog come. Anyways, fast forward all these years later, and we were doing a bit on the show where they found a hypnotherapist that they wanted to bring onto the show, and we're like, okay, well the bit will only work if she's able to do something to someone on the show. And the person who had the most number of fears is me. So I was at that point afraid of all animals. Like, you name the animal, I'm afraid.
Except me.
You should really be afraid of me. You should be afraid of me. But like cats was like number one. Like I
You
used
were
to
scared
shiver.
of-
Like
scared of
panic
cats?
attacks,
Wow.
panic attacks.
Okay.
Because in my head, I'm like, a dog, you can still give a command
Yeah.
somehow, but I'm
Yeah.
still petrified. But a cat, like, they don't care. They're going to kill you. So I started doing hypnotherapy during our show. And then the woman was like, I think you need help. And I was like, yeah, I do. And so she came, and then I did one more session. And we did this whole session, and it was really intense and a lot of tears. It was like really intense. Highly recommend, like really, really cool. And it was to cure my fear of cats, because that was like the highest on the totem pole. But all of a sudden, I'm not kidding, and Jeff saw it, like instantly, I was fine with dogs. Like,
Whoa.
I was fine with dogs. I
Wow.
guess subconsciously, I really wanted to get over my fear of dogs because I always loved them. And the next day, one of my best friends here has a Shih Tzu, Romeo. And I used to be so scared. Shih Tzus are this tiny.
Yeah.
I used to sit on top of like a bar stool so that he wouldn't come anywhere near me. Like, that's how scared I was.
Wow.
And then the next thing I know, I just walk into the house and I'm with Romeo. And it was like a really...
And you guys are just chilling.
We're just chilling, and it was the craziest thing ever. So Shih Tzus definitely hold a special place
And
in
now
my
it's
heart.
completely changed. Now,
Now
she's
I'm-
not scared of. She's not even scared of cats anymore.
Yeah,
She likes
I'm like
animals
totally
in
fine.
general.
Yeah,
Nice.
like I'm totally fine.
That's probably because of Duke, not because of.
Yes, hypnotherapy. But now I think owning an animal, like having an animal be a part of your family, definitely changes things because you understand behavior so well.
Like the way that you can communicate with, let's say, with say Duke, right? He can't speak to you.
No.
But you know exactly
Yes.
what he's saying,
Yeah.
right?
For
Like
sure.
that's the thing that always gets to me. Like I somehow always know what he wants because it's some way or the other he's relating the message to me.
Yeah, it's
That-
cool though, right?
That's like insane, man.
Remember the time when you had someone who could actually speak to animals?
Yeah,
What was
yeah.
that?
Like an
Yeah.
animal whisperer?
Yeah, like an animal
and
whisperer, yeah.
They like emailed
But
him.
is it legit?
I'll give you the number. It's legit from my end. I can certify
But
it.
what did they say? What did they
Yeah,
say
what did they say about your dog?
about
Was-
Thanos? Like,
about
what did Thanos
Bro,
want?
he is. She came. She didn't even come home. She just asked for a photo. She just wanted to see his eyes. All right.
Okay.
And we sent a photo to the animal whisperer, and she sends us a long email. And this costs about like 600 dirhams. So it's not
Okay.
like you're paying $100. and
Yeah,
it's all
yeah,
good.
yeah,
This
yeah.
is serious shit.
Yeah,
all right?
yeah.
And in the thing, everything that's in our house is being described. Okay, like Thanos likes a blue blanket with stars on it, and that's the one that he sleeps on.
Have you ever put it on Instagram?
No, I don't use social media as much.
How
and
did
then,
they find out?
And
That's
then,
my question.
so one of our friends, Anup, he's really close to Thanos. Okay,
Okay,
it's
okay,
like
okay.
his own as well. Yeah. So she's mentioned in the thing. He was saying a name called Noopster. And you know Anup, by the way, Anup Kumar, by the way. He says that he knows you, like. Or
Everybody
something.
knows him.
Everyone knows you, but like
Everybody sees the
personally,
face.
like yeah. Anyway, so she's mentioned that name over there, and after that, whatever comes, you're just involved in it.
We gotta
right?
try
Like, it's
it.
a part of like whatever's written after that. You have 75% of my acceptance.
Yeah. It's like
Right.
if you say
There's-
Thanos
there-
wants more chicken,
Yeah,
yes.
Thanos wants more
Thanos
treats.
wants more
yeah.
treats,
And
sure.
then they'll tell you something about like they'll do a body scan or something, and Thanos had like something itching him over here, like a cut or something, and that was described. So yeah, she had me like 80 to 90% over there, and the
I mean-
rest is my belief. So
I don't know how
That's
that
crazy.
works. Like, really, I really don't know that.
I also
'Cause, like,
don't know how it works.
My thing
but-
would be like my skepticism would be
Yeah.
like, oh, they've researched you on social media.
100%.
Yeah,
That's
but
what even
then
I
I'm-
thought.
I'm-
I
you
know
know-
I'm like 100% saw it on Instagram
Like-
because, okay, he doesn't put it, but he was talking about Anup. Anup does that a
Okay,
lot.
so see, that's what I mean. You could do a good stalk. Have you not seen the Netflix series where they can stalk and find out who you're related to and who you're following and all that?
For
I think I've
$600,
shattered
I
your
don't think
dreams.
they do it.
No, believe
It
it.
didn't shatter my
Believe
dreams.
it, believe it, believe
I believe it. I believe it because I don't put anything on social media. And Anup doesn't have any photos of him at home with that blanket or anything
Oh.
like that.
See, like that's
So
crazy.
I was a skeptic before. The reason I'm not replying is because you have to just believe it
Yeah,
if
I
you want to
think
do
so.
it. There's
I
no
think
point of
so.
me like defending this. You know
But
what I mean?
I think that goes with like anything, like psychics,
Yeah.
like all that stuff.
Yeah.
If you're gonna believe it, believe it.
Yeah,
And
like-
if
and
you're
if
not
so-
gonna believe it, it's not gonna happen.
And if someone's
you know?
opposing you, there's no point of proving your point.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like if you know your truth, like, and if someone wants to believe it, they'll believe it. It's on them. You know what I mean?
I feel like you need a hug.
You want to hug me?
I feel like that needed a hug. I was emotional.
Yeah, I love dogs, man.
Really? Yeah, we do
Yeah.
too. Can you tell this whole podcast is just going to be about,
About
dogs?
Yeah, it can be about anything. That's the beauty of it. Right? Like, okay, Jeff. No one has ever heard you speak by the
Yeah.
looks of it, right?
Tell me, Jeff, how did you become DJ Jeff?
Straight up, like
How did I become DJ
Say
Jeff?
that line
What's the line?
that you say to your parents
What's
about engineering.
Oh, no, it's fine.
I know. Because
It's
I'm
cute.
pretty sure it must have happened at your place, where they were like, you have to become an engineer.
He's
lawyer.
an engineer.
Bitch Pilani, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So,
So when I was in my final year of engineering, there was this war of DJs that took place on City 1016.
Nice.
It was called Masters of the Mix.
I remember that.
You
yeah.
do?
Yeah.
I was going to say you guys were too young. Okay.
No, man, come on.
Yeah, so this radio show, the first few weeks were all you send a mix online and people vote for you, and then the following week you have new contestants or whatever. But the final event for every season is something that takes place live in a club.
Yeah.
So that's what happened, and I ended up winning season 1.
Wow.
Yeah. So
That
before
is
that, I
next
used to
level.
DJ for birthday parties, for college freshers parties, prom nights, and stuff
Nice.
like that. But
Nice.
I think this was a huge break, and
Wow,
And-
that's next
and
level. That was the origins of DJ Jeftin.
Yeah.
and I was
Damn.
smart because for the final event, I told my parents to come and attend it. And when obviously after I won, they were like, "Oh my God, this is beautiful! If you want to do this, you can."
Wow.
Wow.
And,
That
and
is
coming
sick,
from
man.
coming from
Yeah.
Mallu parents who
Yeah.
forces you to become an engineer and asking
100%.
and telling you to follow your dream is pretty cool.
Wow,
Wow.
man. That's
Yeah.
sick. Like, that is amazing. So after that is when you started taking it seriously?
Yeah, for sure.
Wow.
Because I've never done an engineering job in my life.
You've never done a corporate, like anything in an office.
Even I've never
Yeah.
done anything in
Oh,
an
you
office,
haven't?
by the way.
Yeah.
Like in my own business, I don't have an office. Like,
But you have a
when you ask me
business.
where's your office, I was like, my warehouse is in Russell.
But you have a business, is what I'm saying. Like it's still considered more conventional.
Yeah,
than
so you
what
hop
Yeah.
straight
he
into
does.
music, right?
Yeah.
What he
Yes.
does.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
sick. Like, I
Yeah.
don't have that. Another hug.
This is gonna be a very emotional podcast.
Yeah, you guys are gonna make
Where's
me
the
cry,
tissue
guys.
box?
That's how it all started. And honestly, I've known Beats from back then.
Nice.
Yeah, so
Sick.
Beats and I, we used to actually travel to Abu Dhabi to do like a club gig before this
Nice.
Yeah.
whole thing was a thing. And so yeah, I've known Beats for like a really
Wow,
long
dude.
time.
Wow.
And then tell me about your night, this Techno Bills. You know, actually, I was just telling Raghav, I haven't gone clubbing in like 3 years.
Uh-huh.
But your recent Techno Bills night, I had actually gone for it because it was my friend's birthday. So, and
Which the last one that happened?
I think, yeah, it was the last one, Raghav. When was it? It was 3rd March.
Second.
yeah,
March.
the,
Second March.
the
Oh, nice.
Second March.
season
Closing
close
party.
ending.
Oh, yeah, that's where I
I
saw
met
you.
I met
Yeah,
you
yeah.
there.
Yes,
Okay.
2nd March I
Yeah.
went and I met so many people I knew. Like I haven't seen them in years, and I was like, wow, these guys are all here, and it was such a great show. You know, like great night.
Yeah, it was a great night. It was a great night. Like we all killed it over there. So we went over there. I just wanted to come because we were scheduled to like have the podcast a little time earlier. So I was like, okay, let me just go for it. Like,
Oh,
let me
that's
just
cool.
get-
Research, I like it.
Not
No, but that's
research.
good though. I like that.
No, like, and it's
It's a
not
night
like I'm
out.
going for a lecture or something.
Yeah, yeah,
you know?
it's a
I'm
night
just
out.
like going to
But
stick
it's
no
fun
bills, baby.
research.
You know
It's
what?
fun research.
It is fun research,
Yeah.
exactly. So I'm not the guy who goes clubbing, but these guys said, okay, there's techno bills. I was like, okay,
Yes,
fine,
let's
you
go
got me
for it.
there, you know what I mean? Like,
We missed
so,
it.
Yeah, so I just wanted to come get the feel of the music because recently even I picked up mixing.
No way.
So yeah, my girlfriend got me like a controller, like a small one, DDJ 200.
What?
So I'm like mixing on that. So whenever we're
Cool.
having a party or something at home or whatever, I'm the one just mixing music. So like I wanted to see what kind of music you're playing because I've heard like it's something different. You don't have it anywhere else. So I wanted to see.
Is it true?
Yeah.
How did you start this night, like the Techno Bills? How did it come up? And
So-
wait, the name also Techno Bills. You know where I've seen this? When I was
We went to Chennai,
when we went to
man.
Chennai,
Yeah.
and on the wall was written Techno Bills. That's the
Yeah.
first time I've ever seen Techno Bills.
That's the exact reason how the name has been motivated. I mean, it's been inspired from.
Sick.
It's kind
Wow.
of a homage to home because even in my house in Kerala, on
Yeah.
our walls, it's written
Techno
Techno
Bills.
Bills. Yeah, so
Wow.
I mean, the brand itself is a lot of focus to South Asian music and culture,
Yeah.
but it's got influences from the global scene, musically and
Yeah.
culturally as well. So we didn't want to keep a typical Desi name or like a Sanskrit name or like a cool name, but we wanted to keep a name that is English, but it has like a
Desi
meaning,
roots.
like a
Yeah.
Desi roots to it, you know.
Wow.
So
That
yeah,
is
so
crazy.
hence the name.
It's a fusion,
it's
right?
it's
Yeah.
a
sick
very
fusion.
unique name. I was
you.
like, yes, Techno Bills. It was so good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That is next level. So, how were you as a child?
Wow. This is
Oh,
like
my
some
sister
therapist-
should have been
call,
there.
This is like some therapist
Yeah.
session.
That's
right
why I
now.
said
You
we
as a
need
child.
tissue boxes.
Wait,
Because
how-
that's what I'm saying. Like,
what
no
way,
one's
tell me?
ever heard you speak. No one knows your story. Like, Preeti's out there, like, speaking,
Yeah.
outspoken, but
Should
no
I
one really
leave you
knows
guys
your
to be?
story.
I can go. It's
No,
fine.
no.
I want to catch up to the point where he met you.
Yeah.
That's where
So
we are getting.
how I was as a child,
Yeah.
No,
Were
be-
you an
be
introvert?
real.
I
Be
was
real.
very shy. I would never speak to anyone.
Yeah.
I was here until 8th grade, and like I just told you, I went to
Yeah.
Sharjah Indian School, so we had the whole shift thing.
Yeah.
I was in afternoon shift, obviously, and
Yeah.
I would never talk to girls.
Yeah, because there were no girls.
There was no girls.
You see what I'm saying?
It's so
So-
different.
After 8th grade, my parents decided to teach me how to be an independent child, and sent me to Cochin.
Wow.
And I was in boarding school for 4 years.
Boarding school.
Yeah.
Whoa.
But the advantage of boarding school, my friends, was that we had girls in the school. I was in the same
Nice,
ship. So that's the
nice.
first time in class I'm sitting where there are girls.
How is that feeling? Like, how do you feel? Like, okay, how do I act in front of a girl? How do I act in front of a girl? Like,
Exactly.
It's a thing, like, come on,
this
I'm
is no
sure.
joke. I'm not
Yeah.
even kidding. And a lot of kids in my class were obviously from Cochin itself. It's only people that are NRIs and stuff that used to live in boarding.
the hostel or the
Yeah,
boarding,
in the
right,
hostel. Yeah. So in my class there were just like 2 or 3 kids from the hostel. Everyone else were like they call day scholars.
Day scholars, yes.
Yeah. So when when ladies, I'm saying when my classmates used to come and speak to me, I used to be so shy to like, because they used to just ask me simple questions like, hey, what's your name?
Yeah.
I used to be so shy that I used to take my notebook that had my name on it. I'm not even kidding. I used to be so shy to speak to them. I used to take the notebook and be like,
That must have been so.
that's my name.
How did you get over that? Like,
But now as well, I think I'm not shy, but then if I know someone.
You're an extroverted introvert.
Are you an extrovert in your circle, but an introvert?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
outside?
exactly. Yeah.
That's exactly
But
right.
I think he's gotten better over the years after knowing me. I think
sure.
you've definitely
Yeah.
progressed leaps and bounds
No
since
doubt.
then.
Wow.
Yeah,
No
for sure. For sure.
so how did you guys meet then?
Yeah. What's the story
What's
there?
the story over there?
At a club.
Shout out Dagama, Century Village.
And this is not a joke, seriously.
Wow.
That's great.
Yeah, that's what
She didn't know who I was. I didn't know who she was.
Okay.
And
Is that what you knew who I
I
was?
swear, everyone
No,
still.
not like what I do, but like you knew who I was. You've seen me with Tripti and stuff.
I know the circle that she was hanging out with because
Yeah.
they were all my seniors from college.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bits Pilani.
Yeah.
And so when I was in Dagama one night, like she comes up to me and what did you say?
याद नहीं है.
She asked me to dance.
And what did you say?
And I said no.
Yeah, and then I turned around and I walked back.
I actually said no.
And then because obviously I'm young, I'm new to the city, I'm going out. There's only like a few places, right? At that time, there
Yeah.
were literally like 3 clubs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So even though I was new to Dubai, I also knew everyone in the clubs. Because,
Okay.
you know, you
Yeah.
go out to the same places
Yeah.
and you literally see the same people because there's not many places to go
Exactly.
to. So I saw him and he's got a beautiful smile. So I was like, oh, Trip. I said to my friend, I was like, Trip, he's so cute. He's got a great smile. And then my friend was like, oh, I know him. He's my junior from college.
nice.
And I was like, oh, cool. So then it's like safe space, right?
Yeah.
So then I just went up to him and then he rejected me.
I did.
How do you go back? Like, what is the next
I stalked
thing?
her on Facebook.
Facebook. Instagram didn't exist when we
Did you
met.
add as friend or just
I know,
like view?
straight slid into the DMs.
Yeah, so
Nice.
DMs.
Good job.
And
Nice
then
one.
we started chatting. And then he said he was a DJ, and I was like, okay, see you later.
I need someone serious.
yeah. I was like, okay, see you later. And yeah, and then I don't know. I think we just bonded
On BlackBerry.
on BlackBerry.
BBM.
Yeah.
BBM.
Wow.
But like, yeah, it was like knowledge of Punjabi music,
That's true.
just music in general. Like we used to just talk about music a lot.
That's how we met.
Literally how we met. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Wow.
So then when did you guys start dating? Or was it just straight into the marriage?
No.
How does it work?
I mean, we were dating for like a really long time.
But were we? I don't know.
How
it
long was
weird.
it?
It was weird. Okay, so when we met, so if you don't know, we're different religions, different parts of India. So, you know, when I realized that, I was like, oh, you know, red flag in my
Yeah.
head because I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm gonna marry a Punjabi boy. Like,
Yeah.
that's what
But
we
that
do.
was your instant, this thing that, you know, I'm just going to get married to this guy.
No, it wasn't
Or
that, but it was like I'm a bit of a planner. So if I'm
Yeah.
showing interest in someone, then I need to know that there has to be a possibility. It doesn't
Okay.
have to be the possibility,
Fair.
but I have to be
Yeah.
truthful and honest to what I'm expecting. And I think a lot of people don't do that anymore, but I think that's a very basic thing that I should, let them know, by the way, we're different religions and this is probably not going to work in any way, shape, or form. So I don't know if this is a good idea. But the one thing about us, I think, was like we instantly connected, right? I think we instantly had a chemistry and it was really easy to talk to each other. And we had a really good basis of a friendship, which I think is really important.
Yes.
Like our friendship initially was really strong. Like we spoke a lot on the phone, on Facebook, on BBM. Like there were a lot of long conversations that we had, which I think really helped us. And then, you know, everyone gets kind of proposals and things like that. Like, well, I do, right? My parents would send me like,
At
oh,
what
why don't you-
age did you start getting your, what
Not-
age did
like
you get your
20
first proposal?
26, I think. But it was not, my parents were never like, you have to get married. It was more like, hey, do you want to talk to this guy? It was more like, do you want to
Okay.
date this guy type
Yeah.
thing, like assisted, you know?
Yeah.
So I'd look at these, but then I'd always end up comparing them to him. Like it's like the same connection. It's not the same flow of conversation. It's not the same thing. So I think, and then at that point, we're like, okay, we are together. That was the first, that took a while, right?
Who
To
said
get
that
us there.
first, by the way? We are together. Who decided it for the both?
I don't know. I think it was just like, we just knew.
Yeah.
Because we kept going back and forth, you know?
Yeah, because we don't have a date. If someone asks you, when was the first time you started dating?
Yeah.
We have
Yeah.
no idea.
No idea.
We don't even know
Whoa.
what year.
Whoa,
Do you remember what
come
year?
on, you know what year.
I honestly, we don't know.
No.
Maybe we met 2010, 11?
We met 2011-ish, yeah.
But I honestly, yeah, I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know a date. It's just, we just knew. It's just
Yeah.
sounds silly, but yeah, we just knew. And then,
Like you were energetically like together, you know what I mean?
yeah. And then at one point we were like, okay, we are together. We were in a relationship.
So how do you break it to your parents? you
That
just said
needs
they
a
were like,
podcast.
Yeah.
That's a podcast. in its
That's
own.
another discussion. Yeah.
that's another discussion.
Oh
for
my
you.
No, we can. I
Is
mean,
it was it like difficult to get both parents to like
I mean,
agree?
her parents were a little...
Yeah, so I was more scared
Yeah.
about my parents, but my parents were amazing.
Yeah,
they were like
yeah.
chill.
I remember her dad called me and it's like, as long as your parents are fine, it's cool. And I was like, oh, cool. I go and speak to my dad and my dad's like, shut the hell up.
Yeah, it was like that. My parents were very chill. I think what they were worried about, obviously the religion part they were kind of worried about, but they were like, well, are you converting? And I was like, no. I'm still the same girl. It's just going to be this way. I think they were just more worried about, okay, wait a minute. You were supposed to only be in Dubai for a few years, and now you're
Okay.
getting married to someone who's from there. Does
you're
that
gonna
mean
be in, like,
are you
upstate,
never
yeah.
going to come home?
Yeah.
Are you, what's happening here? Like, you know, what's the deal? Like those kinds of questions were
Okay.
more concerning to them than
They just wanted to be closer to you, right? Like
yeah,
eventually.
and I think also they also had an idea of, you know, a damad.
Yeah.
Also, I think the advantage is that I'm the youngest. My older sister was already married at that point, and
Fair.
he was like he's
Yeah.
you know Punjabi
So you're
boy,
the
like-
youngest one in your family.
Yeah, we're two. So my sister
Okay.
and I. So
Fair.
I think we had the advantage of that, and they also knew Jeff, and you know my mom more so than my dad, and obviously they knew he was a good guy. So I think that way was fine. But then we go to Jeff's parents.
What
a
happened?
little bit
was-
it was a bit more
No,
difficult.
no, no. They all, honestly, they love her because they've known of her.
Yeah,
as
we
well.
knew each other.
But then I think it was the whole society and the community thing for them, where
Yeah.
they were like, "We are cool. We'll accept her as long as she
Converted.
converts." And I was
Yeah.
like, "Yo, that's not happening," because you know,
Whoa.
imagine like she's had to follow this faith for her whole life, and just for
Yeah.
this, doesn't
Yeah.
make sense. I told my dad even if she had to convert, she would still continue to believe what she has to. You know,
Just for namesake.
Yeah, just for the
Yeah.
sake of it.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, but I think this did lead to my dad and I having like really serious conversations about life and about
Yeah.
this relationship and stuff. And it was very sweet because a couple of years ago we do Thanksgiving now because Thanksgiving
Nice.
it's an American thing.
American.
And
Nice.
while we were having dinner, we were like, okay, now everyone has to say thanks about one thing in their life. And
It's a tradition.
It's a tradition.
Yeah.
My dad actually said, I'm very glad that Priti is your wife now because she brings so
Wow.
much joy and happiness to me and the whole family.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, that was very
is
sweet.
next level.
Yeah.
Yeah, and your
That's
sister.
so wholesome. Another
Yeah.
hug,
Yeah.
another.
No, it's very sweet. I think, you know, I give it to parents because I can imagine, you know, they have an idea for their children and they want everything to be easy for their kids as you know, as much as possible. They've worked their whole life to make sure their kids are sorted.
Yeah.
And then when they have an idea and we come and shatter that idea
Yeah.
and make it more difficult for them, I can only imagine in their head, all they want is they think they're thinking the best for you. It's
Yeah.
not like a personal thing. It's more so what society has taught them throughout life. And when you start to deviate from that, it's okay to, but they're scared for you. It's not like they hated me
Yeah.
at all because
Yeah.
I knew them for a while before that, and they're absolutely amazing people. It's just that they were scared for him and how it would be handled within the family and society. So I give it to them, and I feel that. And you know, your parents take a while to change. But
Yeah,
it
plus
happens.
parents usually,
Yeah.
if you're in terms of jobs as well, right? like in case.
Yeah.
They're like, yo, what do you do?
DJ.
I'm a DJ. So, obviously parents
Yeah.
want something that's more secure and...
Yeah.
I just started
I think
DJing.
parents think what's best for you in their own way.
Yes.
But then
Yeah.
by the time that we grow up, like let's say now, what's best for me is probably something else from what they think.
Yeah.
Because the evolution of your brain itself,
It's different. And
is
society.
different,
And
right?
society
Yeah.
is different.
It's just another generation, and you have to operate in the newer ways, I guess.
Yeah,
That's how
I think
Yeah.
in that way, that's how I think my parents were more chill because my dad's always been of that process.
Yeah.
I wanted to be a journalist. Hello,
Wow.
I'm a brown girl who wants to be a journalist. Like, who's heard of that?
Yeah.
My whole
Yeah.
family is doctors, engineers.
I don't even think there's another brown girl in Virgin Radio, is there? Like,
well,
as
yeah,
far
well,
as I
there's
knew, like,
Maz.
since the
She's
time-
Afghani.
She's
Yeah.
She's
Since the time that I
Afghani.
know, like, I think you've been there since before Maz, is it?
Yeah.
Yes,
way before.
yes.
Yeah. So for me, like, I used to listen to radio a lot before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
No,
then
I
it
used to listen to
slowly
them a
got-
lot. Like
yeah.
Virgin Radio, every morning
just
when I'm
not
trying
up-
to work,
I'm
I
just
listen to
not up
radio.
at that
Virgin Radio.
time, that hour anymore. I used to go to school or like college.
Yeah,
like,
of
I used to
course.
just be on that, like.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. So, but
Like-
my dad has always been like, when I said I want to do journalism, he just looked at me and he goes, "Do you know what you're doing?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he goes, "Great, because you're the one who has to go to work, not me. So do
Yeah.
what you need to do." And I think that's the mindset that I've kept in my life because of that. But
Sick.
it's hard. But everyone comes from different places, right? I
Yeah,
think your
for
parents were
me,
more
for me, it
traditional.
was very easy because even my girlfriend, like my fiance, she's from a different religion as well,
Ah,
right? She's
okay.
Parsi, so
Right. How was that
so-
conversation?
it was. So I'll tell you exactly what happened. So one New Year's, I called my parents. I was drunk, and I
Like,
told
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year! I'm going to marry this girl in the next few
Oh, I
years.
was there. I saw that happen.
And were you like, no?
No, I was like, okay, fine. He's just too drunk. So it's
Yeah,
fine.
I was like, I'm going to marry her in the next few years. So my parents thought, yeah, it's a joke, but they were like, okay, fine. They really liked my fiance because also she used to help me a lot. She used to come to my place. We used to hang
Yeah.
out. They knew her. So I think now, like recently when I was like, okay, now I'm going to get married to her. They
Yeah.
were like, oh, you remember the time you called me and you told me that? I was like, yeah. She's like, oh, that's great. And they were actually very, very cool with it. Her parents were like, oh, we'll find a Parsi boy.
Parsi.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
I feel it.
But then they also started liking me eventually. So they were like, yeah, okay, fine, no worries. So they were okay with it. So her mom, now she's in India. They're coming here. So we're planning to do a court marriage first.
Oh, great, okay.
So
Nice.
that's, so they're coming
When
here
is
for
that?
2. See, even he doesn't know.
I don't know.
Do you know is the question?
Yeah,
Okay,
hopefully.
Yeah,
he
that's
knows.
what he
It's
needs
there.
to know.
It's
So
So I need to
there.
like call 3 people as my witness because I don't know how it works. But it's a lot of documentation just to get court marriage apparently in Dubai.
Over
so
here, right?
yeah, so I don't know. Like I was looking into it and I was like, wow, that's a lot of.
Well, let me
work.
tell you, marry a good Catholic boy because the church wedding was enough for us for the legal documentation.
Yeah, we did both of
So
it.
it's saved.
Did you guys get married like in both?
Both, yeah.
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 So the first thing,
Nice.
first day was our the church wedding, and for us, if you get the certificate, the marriage certificate, it's kind of an official document
Yeah.
itself.
So you just get that attested.
yeah,
Wow.
and you're good. You don't have to do a court marriage and stuff.
Whoa, Next level.
Yeah, and then we had the sangeet, and we had the
Then we had
Did
all
you,
The-
mix,
then
did
the
you
proper-
DJ at your own Sangeet?
no, Nitesh did.
After
Nitesh
in the after party.
DJ'd, Tushar DJ'd.
Anyone
DJ'd.
could walk by and just
Yeah, it's like,
DJ.
yeah. But for you, what was your parents' biggest concern? Or her parents' biggest
Okay,
concern?
so her parents' biggest concern was firstly, I'm Hindu boy.
Yeah.
But for my parents, my parents are very, okay, so my fiance is a bit short. So my parents had that concern.
Okay, so that's what I mean. So the things that you think your parents are going to be worried
Yeah.
about are completely not it.
Yeah.
They don't care about
Yeah.
the religion, they care about the height.
Yes.
But that's like those matrimonials looking for a girl
But then
5'7" and above.
And that was mainly, and that was mainly my mom, not my dad. My dad used to call her Chutki. Every time, hey, Chutki. And also,
How
yeah.
short is she? Like
Compared
my
to
height?
me,
My height?
shorter than.
Shorter than me?
She's 4'9".
Arre!
4'9".
4'9".
This is like Amitabh Bachchan, Jaya Bachchan.
Yeah, and that's all. One of my
Yes.
cousins was like Amitabh Bachchan,
Stool
Jaya
Jaya.
Bachchan.
So
Tiger
these guys,
and all that.
are walking in their gully in Himachal. Okay, she had gone to visit him in Himachal. Okay, and they both are walking, and the neighbors are like, "Hey, Amitabh."
Yeah.
Hey, in your wedding video, you have to have her bring the stool,
Yeah.
like they did in K3G,
And
and
do
she has
the
to put the tie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have to do that.
I'll do
okay?
that for
you
sure.
have to do that.
No, because when we were walking in our gully also, and in India, it's like, in Himachal, it's very different, right? So I was walking with her and we were going home. In front of someone goes like, who is this girl? Like randomly, like, and because I'm a Dubai kid, and they're like, I've never, they know me and they know my family, but they're like, who is this girl? Like, this is my fiance. It's like, "Arey, ye chutki hai." People start talking, and I'm just like, people have no filter back in
India.
In India,
care,
dude,
man.
Don't
they
have
have no
filter.
filter. It was a shock for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, proposals are
what is
based on two
happening?
things.
Yeah.
Wow. Like when was that you figured it out? Like,
Well, no, well, okay.
because you
so,
were in New York, right? Like,
yeah, so I went to India I went to India for the first time when I knew I was in India. The first time when I was like 3, so I don't count that.
no, when you consciously went
Yeah,
there, you
consciously.
tried- yeah.
I was in college when I went to India for the first time, and
Yeah.
I was like,
Was this Bombay?
I went to Bombay and Delhi, and I was like, whoa, what? It's not like the movies. Although my cousin used to stay in Lokhandwala, where the bridge where they shot a lot of the movies.
Yeah.
So the first trip literally was like begging my cousins just to take me to places to find like celebrities and like where
And
did they shoot
in Mumbai,
this.
you'll actually just walk
Yeah,
out
yeah,
and
yeah.
just
Yeah,
walk
yeah,
past
yeah,
by,
yeah.
like-
I saw Saif Ali Khan at the airport.
Yeah.
At that time, he was with Amrita Singh still.
Oh, okay.
It was like a crazy moment. It's before cameras
Yeah.
and stuff,
Yeah.
right? And I was like, oh, like it was like the coolest thing ever. But I had a little bit of a, not a rude awakening, but it was like so different. Everyone is like really close and they just say stuff to you even if they
Yeah.
don't know you.
Yeah.
And it was
Yeah.
a very different thing. Now I'm like used to
You
it.
should,
but-
you should try the Delhi metro sometime.
have I taken? I don't think I've taken the Delhi metro.
Okay, so this is the story. I was going from Rajouri Garden to say Rajiv Chowk. That's the main station. That's like the union over here. So
Yeah.
everyone assembles there. Okay, so I've taken the train and I'm just sitting, and some old lady comes, so I stand up and I
Yeah.
give her the seat. Now I'm standing. Now as I'm getting closer to the station, the metro
getting
is
filled.
just like
Yeah,
getting
yeah.
filled and filled and filled, and now I gotta hold this thing over here. And I'm reaching the station, all right, Rajiv Chowk, and I see a guy. He makes eye contact with me, okay, and I'm just still like this, yeah, and I'm squished, like
Yeah.
I'm pretty much like this, and I'm looking at him, and he's looking at me, and he's like, and I was like,
No.
Wait, what is
"No,
happening
please
over
don't
there?
do this. Ach.
Oh.
Oh.
All over.
That's when I needed those tissues, Priti.
They're not here today either.
What?
What
Yeah,
is your
man, it was
kismat?
Kismat. Mat baat karo.
Yeah, dude, it's definitely a
and
culture
that's why
adjustment.
it's when I went and told my cousin, they're like, yeah, it's cool, man.
normal.
Like,
Yeah.
kya ho gaya?
This is
Itna kya
normal.
trauma ho gaya?
Yeah.
ऐसा क्या हो
And
गया?
then in typical Delhi style, मैं बताता हूँ drama
Yeah.
क्या है. Let me
Then
one up
literally,
you right
like
now.
a 1 hour bhashan you'll go.
Oh wow.
And then it ended up at your Dubai kid. Just go back home.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was that way.
I mean, in that way, at least I'm a little bit tougher because I'm a New York kid.
Yeah.
We're Sharjah
Then
kids,
Dubai
by the way.
kids.
Sharjah
Oh, Sharjah
kids.
kids.
Sharjah kids.
Yeah.
are-
Sharjah
We're from
kids
the
are
hood.
tough.
Yeah. Too much fun, yo. Come on.
Yo, Ajman,
Yeah.
Sharjah
Ajman
kids are
kids.
like.
Okay, yeah, I
that's
give
like
you
the
that.
hood.
I give
Come
you
on,
that.
come
I
on.
give you
Yeah.
that. I give you
Yeah.
that. I'll give you that.
What's
Yeah.
the story with you getting fit again, losing weight? Like, what's the scene? What's going on there?
So, we started training with our trainer, Jason, about 4 years ago. And when we started, he had asked, like, as every trainer does, he's like, so what are your fitness goals? Jeff had a goal at that point in time to do a transformation. Like, he wanted to lose a bunch of weight and get fit and abs and the whole
Yeah.
thing. And for me, I was like, oh, I don't need to do anything. I just want to be, like, maintain healthy lifestyle. He goes, okay. And then he did his transformation all through COVID. He lost, how much weight did you lose?
13, 14.
13, 14
Nice.
kilos.
Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy
That's really
transformation. Honestly, during COVID, we were like strict with workouts,
Yeah.
food, everything. Like we did a really good job. And then it just continued. And every few months, Jason would come up to me and be like, so what are our goals for the next 6 months? And I'd be like, just keep on going, you know? And then at the end of last year, I think, you know, as you get into your 30s, I've always been a petite person. So I've never really had that kind of struggle with weight gain, weight loss, anything like that. I've kind of consistently been the same size my entire
No
life.
matter what you eat.
Yeah, I had blessed with good metabolism, I guess. But then obviously when you get older, it all changes.
Yeah.
But I would still eat and behave as if I was in my 20s. I am nowhere near my 20s. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I have to change that. But I didn't realize it. So at the end of last year, I think for me, this is a personal thing. And I think a lot of people are like, what are you talking about? You're fine. For me, it was not the best shape it was the worst shape that I've been in my life. Mentally, physically, it was not right. For someone who is working out consistently, this is not where I should be. Something needs to change. Sometimes you got to change stuff up. So I went to my trainer at the beginning of January and I said, I'm turning 38 this year, which I did at the beginning of March. I turned 38 and I said, before I turn 38, I want to reach a specific goal. I want to be in the best shape I've been in my life. Best strength. And that doesn't mean just losing weight. That means muscle, strength, gaining all that, being able to lift the heaviest that I've, everything, food on point, everything. So he goes, all right, let's do it. So from the beginning of January, and it's still going on now, I've been on this journey. And then my pinnacle was my birthday. And that was my...
You posted a photo, right?
Yeah.
Transformation photo.
Yeah.
It was sick, man. That's like
Thank you.
Great job on that,
Thank you.
Like,
yeah.
That's sort of inspiring, right? Like when someone posts a transformation, you're probably like doing it for yourself, but then also like for someone to see that, okay, that's possible from someone that I know. It's not
that's
just an actor or someone like that.
Yeah, that's
like
true.
Like a celebrity, like a huge... anyone can do it.
No, it's true. Anyone can. And I think we're blessed and we were in a privileged position where I have a trainer. I understand that not everyone can have a trainer, and if you can get a trainer, I highly recommend it because everyone, you go to a doctor because they're an expert in that field. Your trainer is an expert in nutrition and fitness, and they know exactly what you should be doing, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm blessed with an amazing trainer who just literally held my hand throughout the whole process, and we made sure it was great. I wasn't miserable, right? I wasn't miserable.
But wait, I saw... Wait.
No,
There's something.
Be honest.
So here's the thing, okay? So I was... again, through your stories, like, this is something that you yourself are posting, yeah?
Yes.
You remember that? Like, I think it was about last week where you were sick. Do you think that sickness comes from because you're putting your body through?
No, that was December. I was super sick December.
Even somewhere between like 2 weeks ago, I think you were not well. You had something.
Yeah, there was the whole kind of flu thing happening.
Yeah, it's a flu thing.
Yeah, and you said it's not flu, it's cold. We both fell.
Allergies. Hello, allergies.
Allergies.
Yes.
Was it?
Yeah.
But do you think that because you're putting your body through so much?
No, it's literally like a dust allergy, like environment allergy. I can't be in nature.
Okay.
She's a proper city girl. I'm not kidding. Like,
I'm not kidding.
We have a backyard. She has to pop a Claritin before she walks out.
What?
Yeah.
In your own house?
Yes.
What is this?
So that's what happened. My eyes were watering and I was sniffling because of that.
Oh, I'm so sorry, man. I just wanted to ask you, like, does it affect your immune system?
So you know what? That's a very legitimate question. So a lot of people think the only way to achieve a transformation is literally by being miserable for 8 weeks. I'm telling you, and be serious about it now, because I put in a lot of hard work, so I know, I will know, and I will tell you when I'm miserable. I was not miserable. I enjoyed my food. I ate what I was able to. I communicated with my trainer. Hey, I'm feeling a little bit low on energy. Can we up X? And be like, yeah, sure. We can do that. Let's do this. Let's offset it by make sure you hit these number of steps in a day. So this being fit, I feel like the stigma sometimes is being fit equals unhappy, not social. Yeah, and that's not right. No. Yeah. We have to be able to live a healthy lifestyle and still be social. And for me, that's what my trainer is about, which is why I chose him. Because I live a very active life as well. I have to sometimes do dinners and lunches and things like that. So I'm not going to sit there and be like, I'm sorry, I'm on a no carb, no sugar, no dairy, I know now.
I've been that person, and it's miserable just being that person.
Exactly.
And it's a miserable experience for people, let's say if we go out for dinner. True. I can't have bread.
Yeah.
Raghav was
and I've
keto.
gone for pizza.
Keto?
Yeah, that's what I mean. You can't do that.
I just sat there, and it's awkward for the people there as well that this person not eating, and
they feel weird. So it's about learning, equipping yourself with the knowledge to know that yes, there's nothing wrong with having pizza. Yeah. My trainer will tell me on cheat days. My trainer would say, Jason would go, Priti, please eat whatever you want. Yeah. Please. And I'd be like, oh, but I had this. He's like, I don't want to know. Just eat. Do whatever you want. Wow. Whatever you want to eat. It's fine because that's life. You can't live your life.
Yeah. Like I did that for 4 to 6 months.
He kept getting sick.
My immune system went down the drain. I kept falling. There's a thing called keto flu. So in my second month or first month ending, I got the keto flu. And I was sick for 7-8 days. And I lost a shit ton of weight.
Oh my gosh. But then did you sustain it afterwards, maintain it, or you just once you were off it?
No, I continued to eat keto for another 2 months and then I stopped keto because it's for me, the way that at least I was doing it was extremely unhealthy.
It didn't work.
Yeah, I was cooking with butter, cheese, and I was
Yeah.
making omelets. Like suddenly it just starts feeling heavy inside
yeah,
you,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Now.
yeah.
Yeah. So that's how it was. Like, and then I stopped it. I started exercising, and I ended up around 40 kilos in like 6 months, losing 40 kilos.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's huge, dude.
Yeah.
That's huge.
What?
So you know what I'm talking about. It's
Yeah.
not. You don't need to be miserable.
Yeah.
You have to find that happy medium.
Yeah, so I
at some
started
point.
off miserably, but then once you're in it, you start understanding that you still want to get to that goal, so you'll find another way out. You
Correct,
know what
yeah.
I mean? Like
Yeah.
even mentally, you
Yes.
start finding a way out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Mentally, I think it was like
As long as you're stuck to that goal.
yes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yes.
That's it.
And I keep saying this is the most selfish thing I've done in my life. I don't do anything for myself.
Self-love, not selfish. Like,
No,
that's
but
what
but
I
it is
think.
selfish. But I think it's a good thing. It's
Yeah,
self-love.
yeah.
Exactly, because I never do anything for myself. This is the one thing I've done for myself, and I want to try to stick to it as
Wow.
long as I can because I love it. I mean, when I'm lifting, please, I'm one of those people now who look in the gym and I'm lifting and I
Yeah.
look at my arms and I'm like, girl, she did that.
That's what I'm saying, right? Before you
Wow.
came, you had this story on you lifting this weight. I'm like, holy shit, she's gonna come like pumped
There you
up.
go. But that's a great. what a cool feeling, right?
It is.
Yeah.
Like
it is.
that's your body. That's what your body can
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So
That's the thing about gym, right? Like I don't want to go there, but when I'm out of there,
Yeah, the best
That's
way.
Yeah.
feeling.
You never regret going to the gym.
I get the same thing with the showers as well.
Yeah.
I don't want to go there, but when I'm in it, wow, I just want to come out. You know what I mean?
It's an interesting. That's a podcast on his own. He does not want to
Exactly.
shower, but when he's there, he's happy.
I'm happy. I'm happy where I'm at. That's the point. Right?
Yeah, yeah,
If I'm
yeah.
here,
I
I'm
like
happy.
that.
If I'm there, I'm happy.
I
Live
like
in the
that.
present. I love
I
that.
like that. Yeah.
So, guys, can I ask you what the falafel moment of your life is?
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to go first?
You want me to go first? Or?
No, I mean if you
Yeah.
want to go first.
No, you go first.
Okay.
Go.
Jeff's what the falafel moment.
Oh,
Wait.
wait, that's my camera.
Oh, that's
Sorry.
wait. Does it have to be like career?
It can be
Like-
anything.
Career, personal,
So I'm
anything.
just asking for an experience or an incident that you went through that sort of changed the way that you were from how you were back then. I'm sure you're not exactly the same person. You
Yeah,
picked
yeah,
things
yeah.
up, right? Like it's like an important incident in your life that actually stuck with you and changed you.
Personally, it was her walking down the aisle when we got married.
Wow.
It was, honestly.
I didn't expect that.
Wow.
I
answer.
did think to myself that I did hit the jackpot, but
Damn, dude,
But-
that's sick.
yeah, in personal life, 100% that's what it is. Professionally, I would say a couple of things. One would be, like I just told a story about winning Masters of the Mix.
Yeah.
When I went back home that night and I was like, shoo, I'd never have to do engineering again. But again, it wasn't just that. It's about realizing that, okay, now you have to become a DJ, but
You gotta
know,
take it seriously.
Yeah, take it seriously, focus. There's so much that you have to do and set a goal and get there. So I think talking about setting a goal 15 years ago, end of Jan, there was something called Coos Arts Fest that happened, and our brand, like Sticknobills, got the chance to represent South Asian music or culture and be on stage and perform for
At Al Sarkal, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
perform for people around the world. And I think we had a 1 hour slot to perform, and us as a brand, what we did was we not just DJing, it was a hybrid set where we brought in some South Asian.
You had Mangal as well.
Yeah, so we had Mangal play the flute, we had Ashwin play the tabla, and we had Shashwat play the harmonium. So showcasing this music and the brand to cultures all around the world, and like Priti being there, a lot of my friends being there, my parents being there, my sister being there, and at the end of that set, I could literally see a lot of people in the audience cry.
Wow.
And
Wow.
a lot of
It was beautiful, yeah.
It was. I think for me professionally, that is hands down one of the coolest things I have done.
Wow.
And to put all of this together in like a few weeks, I think for me was the falafel moment.
Falafel.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you know that when so I'm not very active on social media, so I sort of miss out on these things. When I saw, like, I think I went after a couple of days of you posting about it. So when I saw it, I was like, this is something I missed out on. Like,
Yeah.
it came from inside, you know, like,
Yeah.
because I connect with music so much, and especially you mix, like, electronic music of any sort with, like, a flute or a classical
Yeah.
vibe in it. That's my G spot, guys.
So Raghav is
on.
now, he's like DJ.
Yes, DJ Raghav. What's your DJ name?
DJ Fluff.
DJ Fluff.
DJ Fluff?
Yeah. And I started taking piano lessons. So
This is gonna be a band now.
yeah, so
Yeah.
it's no, we're gonna collab now. You know, I'm gonna play
I
the
love
piano.
it.
Maybe I'll play the Happy Birthday or something.
You'll see WTF. Can we come one day for Stick No Bill?
Yeah, and
If he
open
does
up-
the piano well.
Yeah,
see.
we'll do
We'll
a
see,
live
we'll
thing.
see.
We
I'm
do
just
one-
like
we give
today is
an
gonna be my
audition.
first class after.
Oh, really?
I'm gonna
I
go.
love that. That's so cool.
Yeah, just randomly I was sitting. I was like, I want to learn the piano.
That's so good to do. I feel like when we get older, we stop picking up
Yeah.
skill sets.
Yeah.
Like that's so amazing
That's-
to do.
yeah,
I
so
love that.
So I contacted this place called Melodica or
Oh,
something.
Melodica.
Oh,
Yeah.
I contacted them and they're like, yeah, we do this. We have this package and all. I'm like, yeah, I took the first package. I'm like, yeah, I'm coming in. And they're like, come in tomorrow. I'm like, yeah, I'm free. I'll come.
That is so cool. Like to pick up.
It's
Yeah,
just
I
Very
love
cool.
that.
So
Is
I
this in
just
Spring Souk? No,
no, I'm doing the one in Motor City.
Motor City. Okay.
They have like everywhere. So I was just like, yeah, I'll go over there and let's see how it works out.
So we'll see you on stage at the
Yeah.
Dubai Opera House one day.
Wow.
He's ready for his
Whoa.
concert.
Wow, bro, that's crazy.
Why not?
Yeah.
Why not? Yeah, for sure.
So I think that is my. One more thing was. Can I add one more? One more.
You
Yes,
can add 10 more, please.
Please.
End of Feb, I got the chance to open for AP.
Yeah!
Yes. That's it. That
You
was
did it.
Yeah, that
you
was
did,
huge.
You did with Kris Fade as
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like,
So I
how
think-
does that work? I didn't know that he was a DJ.
He's
as well.
so he's in Sydney. He used to be emceeing at clubs. He used to DJ back in Sydney,
Yeah.
and then in Dubai over here, he used to MC as well at clubs at like
Nice.
Cirque.
Yeah.
What was it called
Cirque-
then?
Cirque
Circless
du
War then, right?
Circless War.
Yes.
Circless War. So he used to be like one of the MCs every weekend. He'd be
Yeah.
emceeing. So
Wow.
he's really good at that. Like obviously
Yeah,
he's got
obviously.
a great voice for it, great
Yeah.
energy for it. So he was emceeing while Jeff was DJing.
Yeah. And a week before that, he was
At Untold, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
That was crazy.
Yeah, it was so good. So he's really, really good.
He's a
at
great
that.
hype man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally for sure.
Nice.
Yeah.
But that was your WTF moment.
Now
We
it is
got into
your
something else.
what the
Come
falafel
on.
moment.
Oh, wait, like 1 second. 1 second. I just want to know something else.
Yes.
One more thing.
Yeah, go for it.
You're getting Kahani here, right?
I'm not getting. They are coming
Whatever
for
it is.
They're coming for it.
Okay, I just want to go.
So Indo
I'm just
warehouse.
putting it
So
out
you
there.
have to
Yeah.
get him a ticket.
Okay.
Just get me a
Yeah,
ticket.
so-
I'll pay for it.
Okay.
No.
So
But
No, we'll get
there's
you.
some-
I'll make sure he gets you a ticket.
Can I get two?
April
My
20.
अब
girlfriend
ज़्यादा हो
can
रहा है
come.
ना? हाँ,
I'll
okay,
pay
ठीक
for
है.
the
No,
other.
Two is fine.
Both, 2 tickets.
Oh my god, you want three? No, I'll pay for the other.
I'll
So
be-
April 20th, yeah, Indo
Yeah.
warehouse. is
Anywhere.
happening.
Wow. And how are you getting him? Like,
I'm not doing it. So Indo warehouse is doing a show in Dubai,
Yeah.
and they've asked Techno Bills to open for it.
wow.
Yeah. So it's
His mind is blown.
so it's
Everyone, just take a moment, guys. Hold
Honest,
on.
no, we're not bringing them. They are doing a gig in
They
Dubai.
were-
Yeah, you're opening. That's
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
I get it. Wow, that's
It's huge.
amazing,
It's
dude. Congratulations. Wow.
It's happening at Barasti, so it's gonna be a good one.
I'm
Barasti.
so proud of you guys.
Thank
man. Wow.
Yeah. Now your what the falafel moment.
So many.
What the fluff?
What the falafels? What the fluff? Okay, I'll give you. I think I might give you a few. Professionally, so when I decided I wanted to do what I'm doing today when I was like 17, right? I always talk about that light bulb moment. You guys have heard me
Yeah.
talk about it. That's fine. What you guys don't know is this. So when we were in high school, I remember walking by. Do you guys know ABC, the network, ABC in,
Yeah.
in the States? One of the biggest networks, right? TV networks there is. So I remember walking by randomly the ABC studios one day, and I was with my best friends from high school, and we were still in probably high school at that point. And I remember taking I think a picture, if we had a Polaroid at that point, and just looking at the sign and turning to my girl saying, one day, you got to start somewhere. Just as a joke,
Yeah.
like one day I'll be in ABC. And then in college, my internship was at ABC.
Wow.
And I remember that moment. And I was just like, yeah, I did it. So I think my what the falafel moment is reaching my professional goals like I promised my younger self I would,
Wow.
which is not everyone gets to do. And a lot of people are still striving to do. And I am blessed that I was able to do that. I said when I graduated college that either I'm going to have my own TV show or I'm going to be on a #1 radio show as the co-host. And
Wow.
I did it, and I did it before 30. In my head, it was by the age of 30, you need to do this. And I did it well before 30. So I'm really proud of myself for not giving up and achieving that goal.
Wow.
Because it's definitely hard.
That's next
It's not easy. So that's I think my professional what the falafel moment. I think my personal what the falafel moment is kind of echoing Jeff, but I think more focusing on the fact that we were able to create a beautiful blended family. That's a mix of different cultures, and it preserves both of our cultures, and it excels both of our cultures. And I think that's really important. It's really important to me. Our culture, our languages, things like that are really, really, truly important to me.
Our festivals.
Our festivals. I make an effort to celebrate everything. You know, whether I have to remind him it's Easter. It's Easter coming up, by the way, next weekend. You know,
this is a reminder that Easter is on.
You know, like whether it's that, like I'm the one who's like pushing to go to church for Christmas, for Mass, for Diwali, for Holi. Like I'm the one who's spearheading that, and that's okay. But I'm really proud of that balanced family, and I think it's an example that if you do want to coexist, you can.
Yeah.
And I think that's a really proud thing, because I don't think everyone, as I said, like not everyone gets to do
You
that.
guys are an example for that, right? Like you got to see that too.
I guess.
On.
I mean,
A lot of
I guess
people do
so.
look at you guys like that. You
I
are
guess
like
so.
public figures if you think about it.
Yeah, I don't think we see ourselves as that. I think personally for us, I think that for me, that's such an achievement, because, you know, we speak completely different languages. Like, do you understand when I go to Kerala?
When she comes to Kerala,
I don't understand anything.
Because my relatives,
I only know Poda.
Yeah.
Like my cousins speak English.
Yeah.
But
But the elders will
No
really
one.
struggle, right? Yeah.
So for me, it is a massive struggle when I'm there to like kind of fit in and try to be a part of the conversations and stuff like that. So, and he's blended so well into my family as well. So I think that's a really proud thing, to create that blended household and still continuing culture. So
you can speak and understand Hindi, right?
Yeah.
So
My accent is terrible, but
no, but
obviously
like
I
you can communicate.
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
It's a completely different ball game for you.
yeah, so different.
I think Malayalam is a harder language.
It is the hardest language in the world to learn.
Very
It's
hard. Very hard.
I saw that you making content with your
My
with
mother,
Jeff.
yeah.
It was insane.
You tell me, did you hear a difference between the words?
मेरे को कुछ भी नहीं समझ
Thank
आया.
you.
You get how much I don't understand that.
Thank you.
Yeah,
It's really
Yeah.
hard. And you know, like I feel so bad because his relatives, every time he goes like, how much Malayalam did you learn? I'm like, not a lot. It's really hard.
It's
So,
harder
but-
than Hindi for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
So hard. And also, you know, I find like Hindi, Gujarati, Punjabi, Sindhi, there are
similar-
commonalities.
Yeah.
Similar languages.
So, you know,
yeah.
if you're speaking in like Gujarati, I can still understand, okay.
A little bit.
I have
you
a
know-
sense of what you're saying.
Yes.
But in Malayalam, like I have no sense.
Yeah.
No sense.
Period.
Kuch bhi
Kuch
nahi.
bhi nahi pata
And
mere
then
ko.
when I think I know a word, it's like a different word. But I'm like, but it's the same word. He's like, no, it's a la, not a la. And I'm like, what do you mean it's a la, not a la? So anyways, that's what the falafel moment is, creating a beautiful family that still preserves the heritage and culture of both of us. And that includes like my, you know, growing up in the States, and, you know, a lot of American things that he's learned and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
I know what Costco and Target is.
Yes, you know, right. He's been to a baseball game.
Yeah. I'm
Like,
going for my first
7-Eleven.
basketball game
Whoa,
this summer. No, summer? Can I say summer?
No, we're going in 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
It's summer here already. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
yeah.
I already saw wedding hoodies. I already saw wedding hoodies.
Also true. Yeah. So yeah, I think I'm really proud of that, because that's not easy.
That's amazing, man. That's amazing. Damn.
Yeah.
Boom.
I feel like you're too
Give
far.
me, give me.
Yeah.
Wait.
Okay, now you tell us what are your...
Yeah. What the
Oh,
falafel
you guys
moment.
want to know our
Has
what the
have you
falafel-
ever said it on your podcast?
Yeah, we've said it.
To
So-
pretend like, say no, right?
No, I've never
No,
said
but I can
it.
say it again. Like it's not a problem.
Just
like,
pretend,
it's
right?
Or maybe something else happen after that. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to give a different answer than last
Yeah.
time.
Okay, then I need a second to think.
Okay.
Okay.
You too?
Do you have one?
My what the falafel moment recently.
It can't be that Himachal
It doesn't
story.
have to be recent,
Okay,
but it has to be different than what you said before.
I'll tell you a real life that just happened. Like yes, I had a WTF about the falafel moment yesterday.
Okay.
So I was on YouTube, all right, and I had forgotten the password for the account that we handle. All right.
Don't ask why.
Minor inconvenience.
But you can click on forgot password and retrieve it
Yes,
and change
yes.
it. So I changed it. And as soon as I logged in, it came, apply for monetization. And I applied it.
That's cool.
And then within 2 hours, we got monetized.
Yay!
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's awesome.
We'll send you my address for the
So it was a very big thing for
That's
us.
huge.
Yeah.
That's not
When did you guys
easy.
start?
This will be the 31st episode.
Okay.
So
But month-wise, last year?
give or take like, so 31 weeks. So 31 weeks back. So
Amazing.
Wow, that's
That's
amazing. That's huge.
Yeah.
That's huge. Well
so,
done.
Very proud of the both of us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
That was
amazing,
the
guys.
falafel moment. Yeah.
That's a
Because-
big one.
Because
Very
now
good.
I can take this seriously.
Yeah.
Like, I know that it's possible.
I love that.
Just for myself.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Well done.
Thank
I
you.
love
What is
that.
my
Keep it
what the
going.
falafel moment, huh? I think
Also, it was
When-
Thanos' birthday, so it was like
Lucky.
all the vibes were
Lucky.
like, wow.
Lucky.
so
Yeah.
mine was actually before we started the podcast. Because the thing is, I really wanted to do something, and I was like, I'm bored of my normal day job.
You want
Doing-
something else. Yeah.
And I wanted to do something else like really badly. Like I was like, I don't want to do it alone. You know,
Yeah.
I'm like, let me just ask these guys. So we were at a party again, and I was sitting with Raghav, and I was like, please, let's do something. So actually all our friends are there, and then I'm like, guys, let's start a podcast.
And it
This
was
is-
just like that.
yeah, and nobody responded.
Like,
Just that way.
Luckily, Raghav was nice enough. He's like, oh, okay, what do we call it? And,
Yeah.
we started talking about it. And after doing like these many episodes, I was like, now I'm like, wow. Like, it's
Yeah.
just like,
The
that is
only
actually
thing is
my-
that we also stayed consistent.
Yeah.
Yes,
Because
that's-
So
is-
that
can I say-
31 episodes is with no break in the middle.
love
One
that.
a
Can
week.
I tell you that
Yeah.
is the biggest key to success?
Yeah.
When someone asks the question about how did you do this? What's the biggest advice? I want to be on Instagram. I want to do this. The word is consistency.
Yeah.
You cannot not show up.
Yeah.
Like you literally cannot. Because as soon as you miss that 1 week, it turns into 2, turns into 3,
Yeah.
and the next thing you
Yeah.
know, it's on the back burner and you're not going to
Exactly.
be doing
Then it's
it.
just like a thought.
Yeah, and it's not going to happen. So being consistent for 31
Yeah.
weeks is a huge thing.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what the falafel moment, another one, is that I think we're going through it right now, honestly. So when we started it, and when we started calling, so we started off with people that are close to our circle
Yes,
to get a
yes.
feel of it. Then we started calling a little further away, and then I was like, okay, fine. Now I want to get to know more people that are outside my circle. So
Yeah.
like I'm literally here making a friend or two
Yeah.
a week.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love that.
Uh,
So it started off that way, and then we started getting views on social media here and there, going, and then we started calling influencers on.
Yeah.
So like, okay, let's cover influencers. Then let me go like one step ahead. Let me see whom all I can attract.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my last name on that list was Priti Malik.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
I don't know. I just always connected to you when I used to
Love
listen to
that.
the radio. And I was just like, okay, I want Priti Malik. And I had just like kept it over there. And that's my what the fluff moment.
wow.
I love
It's
that.
going on
That's
right
cute.
now. Yeah.
Thank you. That means a lot to me. Thank you so much. That means so much.
So I'd like Priti Malik to give me my next name. Whom I would like to attract on the
Both of you.
podcast.
What if both of you come up with a name?
Yeah.
Who's in our
So,
address book?
so when I reach that person, I will ask them for my next attraction.
Oh, I love that.
Who do
Yeah.
we give? We can go in various directions here.
Yeah. You can go anywhere. Whatever name comes on the top of your head right now, say it.
No, I can't.
Ah, why? I thought that would work.
There's too many names.
Yeah. Same.
Just one.
You should. I'll tell you who will be great for a podcast. I think you should get Chef Kelvin for one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kelvin is amazing and he has some amazing stories.
as well. I
Just
think-
have you had anyone from the food industry?
No.
No.
Yeah. So you should definitely look into that.
Different
Yes.
ball game. He's got a lot of stories. Kelvin for sure.
Done. But is he that name? Like how Priti Malik was the name for me? Are you giving me?
He's just
his-
now I'm just thinking of all my friends and what
yeah,
they
me
do.
too.
Who else is? I mean, there's some amazing like celebrities that I think would be phenomenal to chat to
Yeah.
as well.
Sukhbir
But
lives
do I help you
Yeah.
get them or you get them?
I'll do it myself. No help.
Do you want or you don't want help?
No.
If you're willing
you
to
can
give
help,
me
give
help,
help. That's what
I
I'm saying.
mean,
I'm
if
thinking
you're,
of people that I
if you're
can
willing to
put
give
in
me
touch
help, I'll take it. I'll receive all day. You know what I mean? Like
Sukhbir Paji is
Sukhbir
amazing.
Paji and Manj Paji, they both live here.
I love
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Manj
They're
and Sukhbir.
amazing.
Who else is there besides music?
Could be
There's
anyone.
Run.
You know, I really want Mangal on the podcast. I got his number recently. I really wanted him because I'm such a huge music freak. And like I heard David Guerra, I've heard this, I've heard that. But it's that one song, Rave Guru.
Yeah.
That is that's my all-time favorite. You go on my Spotify, most listeners still Rave
So
Guru.
tell Mangal.
Oh, that's so sweet. He'll be so happy.
He'll be happy.
He
to
just
hear
closed
that.
for Kashmir last week.
I
in
heard.
LA.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
So what's
I know that he's not here, so
Yeah, he's in it.
He travels in and out though.
Yeah, we flew him down for Kusars just for that. Because
Wow.
he's moved to LA now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's sweet.
Six.
We'll get Mangal on the show.
Yeah.
We'll make it happen.
Who's your out of those names that we gave you? Who's yours? Who's the name that you want?
I personally just wanted Mangal once. Like
So
this is
Mangal
because
is done.
Mangal we can make
yeah.
happen.
But is there any other name like which you would like to give us?
How many names do you?
He's not happy yet. That's
Yeah,
what I
I'm
can
not
tell.
there yet.
I can
You're not
tell.
there?
I can relate.
Ran Vijay is cool?
Yes.
Oh.
Please.
Run,
Or
but
Vivek
Run's
Oberoi.
never. That's why I said
He's
Run
never in
Vijay.
town though.
He's
Whenever
never in
he's
town.
we'll do it.
He's like,
Okay, that's it. That's a hard one to get, so I'll work on that.
and we're not helping, right?
You can help me, please.
If you can help, great.
Okay, guys. So we've planned something over here, like to end the show.
Yeah. Okay.
This is a rapid fire.
Oh, we both said that in sync. I can't believe it.
Oh yeah.
Hamper.
Hamper.
Hamper. Yeah, we know it's a small guy.
We'll get one.
Okay,
wait.
we can take one thing from the studio.
Yeah.
You can
What do
take
you
me
mean
to meet Duke.
I see 3 beautiful cameras right here.
Oh, I was looking at
All
the
right.
plants. Okay, go ahead.
Are we
Oh, are
ready?
we answering together or one
no,
at a time?
no,
So
no.
I'm
You
gonna
guys
ask
are
4
against
questions
each other.
to each of you. So he's gonna ask you 4,
Yeah.
and I'll ask you 4, and
Okay.
whoever
Okay.
gets the most right answers wins.
Oh,
Gets
we have
the
to
bragging
buzz in.
rights.
No,
Sorry.
no, no.
We have to buzz in.
No, it's
no,
one
by
one
one.
by one.
Yeah.
Okay, because we
It's
get
either
really
right or
competitive.
wrong.
Yo, I want to get a buzzer next time, you know. So we
Yeah,
can do
we
this.
should.
Thinking of getting a
Yeah, I
and
think you should.
tissues.
Yeah, and tissues. Tissues for sure. And a hamper.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, we should discuss a hamper.
Now you're
Okay.
being monetized, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
पैसे आने दो तो फिर थोड़ा we'll like make it like.
All right, Raghav, you gonna start? I'm gonna start.
Okay, are we going Jeff first?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I did the WTF moment first.
Okay, fine.
Okay,
I will
fine.
Okay,
start.
go. What is it like? General knowledge or what? I'm
Yeah,
confused.
UAE
Okay,
based
can you name
question.
the 7 Emirates?
Yes.
So,
Yes,
that's the
please
first
name
question.
them.
I know, is that the first question?
Yeah.
I'm like, will you ask me, can
Yeah.
you? So the answer is yes. Okay, so there's Dubai and Abu Dhabi and Sharjah and Ajman and Russell Khaimah and Umm Al Quwain and Russell Khaimah.
No, you said it.
I
You said it.
Russell
Wrong,
Khaimah.
wrong.
Wrong, please, sorry.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
That's the wrong answer.
You said 7 Emirates.
Yeah, but you said 1 Emirate 2 times, so it becomes the wrong answer.
What
It's
do you
rapid
mean?
fire, so
It's
of
a
course-
rapid fire. Quick.
Next,
It's either
okay,
right
next,
or
next,
wrong. Okay,
next.
which is the biggest emirate in UAE?
Abu Dhabi.
Correct. Which is the smallest emirate in UAE?
Is it Ajman?
Wow! From the
Nice
hood.
guess.
Nice.
Nice
Nice
guess.
one. I love that.
That's
All right. One more question.
Yeah.
Yeah. When did the Dubai Metro open?
2000. Oh no, Burj Khalifa opened
I want the
2009.
date and the time.
because it's
very
iconic. It's a
iconic.
very iconic
Yeah.
date and time.
Yes.
Is it 999?
Yes.
Exactly.
September. Yeah, September
Yeah.
9th, 2009.
At 9 p.m. is when the Dubai
Wow.
Metro opened.
Guys, I work for the news. You know that.
I didn't know
But
that.
you
I'm
still
not
got
kidding.
7 Emirates wrong. Come on.
But I didn't technically.
I know.
I mean, I
kidding.
said Fujairah.
All right.
I said
I'm just
Fujairah.
messing. I'm just
All right. Next.
Now
next.
that's it. I'm gonna make sure you can.
Priti
remember.
gets 3 out of 4.
Yeah, you get a little harder
4
questions
out of
because you've been.
Oh my god.
Okay, 4 out of 4.
I'm terrible at this.
All right. Let's start.
That's such a lie.
Don't ask.
He's such a liar.
Don't ask me names.
He's so
Okay.
underplaying it right now.
What
he
is
is the most competitive human on this planet Earth. He will throw a fit if he loses
I will.
this.
I'll break the
You don't
cameras.
understand.
I feel like I was getting that from you as well.
No. You don't, if you have never played a game with this man,
Yeah.
I
he
better
used to
win.
be- He used to be an
Oh shit, we're
athlete.
gonna ask easy questions. All
He used to
Break
be-
all of this.
right, let's start. Let's
He's
start.
a notorious sore loser.
All right.
Okay, we go.
What's the tallest hotel in Dubai?
Jivora?
Oh, nice.
Nice.
How many floors does Burj Khalifa have?
That's it.
Next. Okay.
256.
One
Close. 163.
How is that close?
Okay. How many Salik gates are there in Dubai?
Can you name them?
I can try.
The ones that you're thinking
Yeah.
of. Can
Okay,
you just think it out loud?
yeah. The Barsha one.
Yeah.
There's one on Garud Bridge.
Yeah.
There's one on Sheikh Zayed.
Yes.
There's one by Al Mullah Plaza. I don't know
Yes.
what that's
Yeah.
called.
Mamzar.
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 Yes.
Yes. That's
it?
Halfway there. Halfway there.
That's it.
That's an ant. Please
Wait,
tell
wait,
me
wait,
that
wait,
is that's an
But
ant.
this is a very difficult
Oh, yeah,
question.
sorry.
अच्छा बच्चे, वो बड़ा difficult है.
Airport tunnel.
Airport tunnel, yes. There's one more?
There
Jebel
are like
Ali.
7 on Sheikh Zayed Road.
Jebel Ali, sorry. Yeah, my bad.
All right, last question, okay? What's the largest natural flower garden?
So, sorry, what word?
Largest natural flower garden
In the world.
in
It's
the
Dubai.
world. It's in Dubai.
You know-
Oh, Miracle Garden.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Very
So
nice.
that's 2 out of 4, baby.
No.
How much is
out of
that? Is
four.
that 3 out
I-
of 4? Okay, I guess you both got like 3 out of 4.
No, I got 2.
Hello, Baba. How
Okay,
many
3.
Salik? How many Salik?
You got
So-
5 out of the 8.
No, I got 7.
I got all the Emirates eventually, right?
Yo,
You got
Emirates?
so much time.
You cannot get the Emirates wrong. That's gone.
Get it wrong.
that
It's
one.
not,
No.
If I said Elena's an Emirate, I deserve to be kicked out of this podcast, which I did not. So, yeah.
Alright, guys, that was like so much fun.
Thanks for
That's
having
all
us.
we have time for as well.
Thank you for
I hope
having
you
us.
had a great. Bas.
Yeah.
I hope you had a great experience because we did as well. Like
Yeah.
only
You guys-
tissues were missing.
Do you guys do round 2s? Like, we can
Yeah.
come back
Yeah.
next season.
It's called What Else Is Happening?
Happening?
Oh, I like
Yeah.
that.
Oh.
Well,
So if anyone comes for the second time, it'll be called What Else Is Happening?
I like that. That's very
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
But I had a blast. This was so fun. I
And
felt
next
like
time, you know what? I'll get like some Uno cards so we can like
Yeah,
play some
we-
games
Yeah.
and
You wanna
let's
keep a
start a
camera?
competition.
I like that.
Let's
I like
start
that.
or Monopoly or something. Let's start
Yes.
a game.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just make sure I win, okay?
I don't want to play Uno with you guys, man. You guys are, oh my god, I'd rather lose, you know.
You just have to be on our team. Yo, if you ever play us in Antakshari, watch out.
Antakshari and Taboo.
And Taboo.
Taboo.
Oh,
Oh,
we can
like-
play Taboo
Okay,
next time.
we play
Yeah.
Taboo sometime.
Yes. Okay. Sorry, we're still continuing.
We're still
Thank
continuing,
you so
but
much.
now this
Thank
is
you.
the time to end the podcast, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. This was Priti Malik and Jeftin James, DJ Jeff. I
Thank
love
you guys for coming
all
so
of you
much.
for viewing this podcast for my WTF moment as well,
Very
Aw.
sweet.
which has ended now. Thank you so much.
The podcast is
Can
over
you
now.
want to say bye?
Yeah.
Say-
Bye. Thank you so much for having us. This was so fun. You guys are incredible, and I hope this keeps on going and going and going. Don't forget us when you're
Say the YouTube
Never.
super big.
Say the YouTube thing.
Follow the what is it? Follow, like, subscribe,
Like,
watch,
like,
Share.
share, subscribe, comment,
Yeah.
Engage.
engage,
Thank you.
monetize.
Bye. Thank you so
That
much.
was fun,
Thank
guys.
you
Wow.
guys. Wow.
That was a lot of fun.
That was, right?
Yeah.